from Dee Dee. Communication with spirit in 5D. I've noticed the past few weeks while walking my dog in nature, insects buzzing in my ear sounds like voices speaking to me. Is
Mhm.
this because I'm vibrating on a higher level?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Well, if you're in nature, I would say you're talking to the fairies.
That's exactly what I got with those are fairies.
Yeah. I was sitting on one of my chairs today, and it was next to the window with a curtain with patterns in it. And I looked over, and one of the patterns just looked like a pixie fairy looking back at me. I'm like, oh, hi. I started seeing faces and all kinds of things. Today was a see face. I saw faces in the trees, and usually I have to take pictures to see them. But I was just looking. I'm like, oh my gosh, I see the face. And then I'm looking at the carpet, and there's a face in the pattern of the carpet, and then in the curtain. And I was like, today's a face day. They definitely want me to have the message that I'm not alone. That I'm being supported. So I love that. Yeah, I would definitely say that's fairies.
Me too. I would, yeah, it was fairies, not insects. It just,
Yeah.
but see, that's what the conscious mind does. It's going to go, well, it's insects because you're out in nature and blah, blah, it's like, but it's actually this thought that the conscious mind going, I don't know what to do with that.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So
Very cool.
that voted on, you communicate with the fairies.
Mm-hmm.
I would say,
Dee Dee. Look, her name's Dee Dee.
right.
That's fairy energy.
And it's such an empath energy too. So of course you're sensing them. But yeah, bring a journal and start asking questions and then write down what you think they're saying. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay, sorry, Tiffany, we kept talking.
It's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Continuing on with 5D discussion. This is from Heather. What is the best way to introduce the new Earth slash 5D to spouse? He says I should be chucked into the loony bin.
What do we do about that?
Sometimes we feel like we have to convince people. They have to understand what we're thinking and what we're going through. But these other people are in our lives for a reason. And sometimes it could be as a stabilizer to, or a grounder, things like that. You just be you. I'm being told you don't need to try and convince him. You don't need to try and explain it. You just be you. He's experiencing things in his own way. I think sometimes we look at someone and go, they don't understand this. They aren't seeing the 5D, or they aren't going to be in the 5D, or they aren't whatever. They need to understand this. And we don't know everything. We're not seeing it from this other dimension where we can see everybody's paths. He may be more understanding of it than any of us, but he's doing it from this other perspective of a very grounded or something. I don't know him, but just maybe from this place of, that doesn't make sense. It just, does that make any sense? What I just said there? Because what I'm saying is,
yeah.
Okay, because we can't judge where somebody's at just by how they present to us here on this.
Well, and you made a good point that we don't know what their path is. I found in some of the sessions that a spouse has showing signs of not awakening at the same time because they're not supposed to. That you come in with these certain roles that you're playing, and maybe them not showing signs of awakening yet is pushing you in a direction.
Exactly, it's helping
you.
Someone
else or someone they're working with. It's not their time yet. It's your time. And they're still doing stuff in a third dimensional facade of what they came to do. It's not their turn to wake up yet. So
it doesn't, it's nothing against them, and it's nothing against the evolution. It's nothing. See, that's where we don't know the whole picture, so we can't make any judgment calls. Everybody's got their role, but I guarantee I'm right on board with that. Is he's serving a certain purpose to help you. Now, what happens? That's his role for you. You think that's going to go? That's a purposeful role.
If we can all trust that our loved ones they have guides and angels, same as we did. They have counsels that help them plan this life, same as we did. You have to trust that they're on the journey that they designed for themselves to be on. You be on your journey. If they're curious about it, they're going to come to you. They're going to want to know more information, and you're going to have that opportunity. But if you're trying to wake someone up, or you're trying to get them to look at this something the way you view it, it's going to start feeling like you're hitting your head on a brick wall. It's not the way it's supposed to go. You don't have to convince anybody you're right or wrong. Just find what you're passionate about and keep learning about that.
Yes, you be you. You be exactly. That is so beautifully said, Tracy.